Well, I'm live, brothers.
Okay.
And Pops, you do realize that, you know, bring it up high.
Yeah.
Come on, be circumspect, brother.
Yeah, you right. You right. My bad. My bad. I got it. There you go. I got it. Ah, just space it up, brother.
Yeah, Ash, come on in. All right, we're going. Hey, Shalom, Shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, branches here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, all honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
double honors into the apostles, double honors into the elder bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever, the 144,000 and the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth among the heathen nations that look like those heathen nations. This is not a black thing. And to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you, we say Shalom. Real quick, can we get can somebody get Ezekiel 38, like verses 1 through like 7? Go to Luke. Go to the book of Luke 21.
Luke 21.
And we're gonna start with the when they shall flee Judea. The duplicity of the scriptures.
We'll start with Luke.
Yeah, the warning first, and just to mention quickly that I don't know how many brothers are aware, or how many people out there are aware that Bibi Milkowski, also known as Netanyahu, went crying to NATO to remove President Erdogan, the president of Turkey, from NATO. He went crying for him to remove him from NATO because Erdogan said that he would invade Israel, and basically Erdogan has decided to side with his Muslim brothers. So you can and the house divided because the Turks are also Amalek. They're the same people as the Israelis. It's the only difference between them is religion, right? They all go back to the Khazarian Empire, and the Amalekites. And it's funny too how they keep projecting that Amalek onto other people. It's, they're the Amalekites, and so basically they split into two. One half became Muslim, and the other half chose Judaism to duck and dodge that conflict that was going on between the Muslims and the Christians at the time. All right, and that's factual history. That is exactly what happened. But all that being said, we're gonna read in Ezekiel. I believe that is Ezekiel about Togomar, and how they will be a guard unto them. Well, the area where Turkey sits today was where Togomar was. All right, so shit just got even realer. This shit is getting real, man. All right, and then somebody hold 2 Ezra 15, the dragons of Arabia. So let's start in Ezekiel. Whoever got it, Baba Kashar.
Okay, Ezekiel, you say started 38:1?
Yeah.
And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gaul, the land of Megal, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
So the Lord is telling, him to prophesy against them. And what you have to understand, the Lord is with them to the degree He's going to use them to annihilate Amalek. Because what you're seeing is you're about to see Amalek get wiped off the face of the earth. Yet, proving that these people cannot be the people of the Lord. All right, because a lot of Amalekites are actually leaving the land of Israel out of fear because they know the war is coming. And a lot of them don't want to be under, Bibi. And let's also add in there, too, that Bibi Milkowski is a wanted criminal.
Yeah.
He has warrants for his arrest for crimes against humanity, for genocide.
Yeah, he wanted by the Hag, right?
By the Hague.
The
The
Hague.
same thing. We can call him the Hag. That's even better. The wicked ass Hag, as if they righteous. But go ahead, brother.
Okay. And say, thus says the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws.
So you know you can use the hook in the jaw and the nose of a great beast to control it. You know, you can get this powerful ox that can just trample you. That can, they can pull all this heavy weight and pull a plow, and you put that little ring in his nose or bull, and you can guide him. All right. So the Lord is so he's using it as a parable or allegory,
Right.
better word, is how the Lord is controlling them. So people, talking about, well, Putin has a great, relationship with Trump. If Trump wins, there's gonna be no war. They're gonna fix. No, man. The Lord is controlling the Daniel 4:17.
Can I hit this way?
Absolutely.
It's Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. So foreign policy. Hey, when you read through Daniel, when it talks about, it gets very specific. We know about the four nations that are ruled.
Right.
All right, it gives order, but then it gets specific. All right, it tells you about the goat. All right, it tells you about Alexander the Great. It tells you about all these specifics, man. It tells you about political marriages even that will happen against with the Seleucid and Ptolemy Empire. The Lord controls everything about politics, the world in general. All right, but even politics, man. It talks about the marriages. Bernice, it mentions her by name.
Right.
The Lord controls all of this. All right. So America and Russia was allies before. The Lord stopped. They turned the way he wanted to go. He separated them. All right. The Lord set the Cold War, but he didn't allow it to get hot because it wasn't time.
Right.
America and Russia done, made peace plenty of times. It always turned back sour because the Lord's will be done.
Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and a demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
Right. Could you read yours again, Baba Shah?
It's Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. So just the Lord controls the water. He set up how rivers run into lakes, etc. The Lord controls the king the same way. Just as the water knows its bounds and hit the sand, and the Lord makes sure it goes right back. The Lord do that with the kings, man. He controls it all, man.
Khan,
I got one for you.
bring it out, beloved.
This is Job 33, and I'll start at verse 14. It says, "For the Most High God speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings of the bed, then he opened up the ears of men and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his own purpose and hide pride from man."
Wow. So he withdraw you from your own purpose. So all that Trump and Putin having they're on a handshake, relationship, and if they can find peace. No, they're not. It's the scriptures clearly say there will be no peace. All right. Trump and Putin's mutual agreements is not going to stop. But Trump prophecy.
Right, hell, America and its allies are about to split up. The
Yes.
toes finna burn this war. How much more Trump?
Khan, because they run into the Israelis, Bibi, his bitch ass running to NATO, going to tell and telling on Turkey, right? And so this, and you got to look at it. He just said it. Russians are Edomites. NATO is Edomites. Aragon, the Turks, Muslim Edomites, Islamic Edomites. They are house divided. And a house divided cannot stand. You can continue, Pops. Papa Kashab.
Okay, no worries. Okay, and I will, verse 4, and I will turn thee back put hooks into the jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
Speak up.
Yeah, you gotta be louder than that, Pops. Come on, man.
Oh, okay, here you go.
Fan.
Oh, my bad. Okay, not a problem. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into the jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah and the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. But thou prepare and be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company.
Right. And Russia, you know, America, after the Cold War died down, America stopped producing new technology for weapons.
Yep.
All right. And Russia kept going. Russia kept investing into weaponry, man.
Yep.
And not just for themselves, it's for its allies, man.
Yeah. So I'm Salakia,
Oh,
brother.
good.
Yeah, they're making weapons for the allies too, man.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I want to put get this precept that I didn't even see who put it in there.
It's a lot of them suitcase nukes. They accounted for some of them, but they tell you it's a lot that went missing.
God.
Well, they allies got them.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
Yeah,
personally.
probably some of them 50 million refugees that they let in, under the Biden administration, the Biden-Harris administration. All right, but this is Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, 18:3, and it reads, "Who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will." This is a strong precept. "For he is the king of all, by his power the dividing of holy things among them from the profane. To whom he have given power to declare his works, and who shall find out his noble acts." So the Lord is controlling everything and everyone, man. All right, and he's establishing war and through the spirit of the Lord, man, through the spirit, the elder apostle Tahar put out a decree a couple months ago. I believe it was elder apostle Tahar. It was one of the apostles, for us to pray the curses daily. And things were already moving incredibly fast, but it's like everything's in damn. Yeah, brother. How they call it in the little space thing? Hyperspace, the hyper warp speed. Prophecies are moving.
Speed.
Yeah,
Speed of light.
the ludicrous speed, right? I remember that.
I got a question.
But go ahead, brother.
This Proverbs 20 and 24, man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way?
There it is.
So now he's had to bring it out twice.
The Lord, no, they brought another.
Now he brought out Proverbs 21 and 1.
Yeah,
Who was that?
this 20 and 24. So yeah, the Lord is basically controlling everything, like brother just saying anyway. Everything's being, put down how the Lord want to put it down, because he about to put our kingdom up, starting with Yahweh Shai anyway.
That's right.
That's what's going to be that's going to be the new world order.
Man, you almost made me scream like an ISUPK dude.
That's Lord. So
They don't really know no scripture, so they
That's
got the most solid. That's right.
That's what's about to be.
They that's right. Be solid in them. Or
That's what's about to be established.
I have one to back you up real
bring
quick.
it out, brother.
This Proverbs 19 to 21. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand. So like the elder was going into, yeah, they're talking about when Trump getting in office, going to be peace. No, the Lord says it's going to be war, man.
Yeah.
That's the time of season we live in.
Yeah, and then now that you spoke on Trump, let me say this real quick. They're trying to invoke, or they're pushing, or they have set this 14th Amendment up. Esau loves to amend things when he realizes that he's giving too much, or something doesn't benefit him, or self-proclaimed whiteness anymore. But what they've done is they've pushed this 14th Amendment, which is basically stating that anyone who's had anything to do with insurrection, within the borders of America, that person cannot be president. So if this man actually wins, and then they drop that, you know,
that law.
that he can't be the president even though he won, these Edomites gonna lose and they shoot up everything that's darker than the brown paper bag.
Damn,
Guaranteed.
Damn, one of the politicians, I forget who it was, made it clear. What was that? Last week, 2 weeks ago, that if he don't win, they gonna riot.
Yeah.
He said it during a conference, man. Fuck, which Edomite was it? I know y'all seen the video.
I remember him saying it. Somebody on Biden's, I mean not Biden, but Trump's cabinet. Somebody, one of those Republican congressmen, or he was somebody who actually has a authority here in Babylon that said that. I forget his name too, but yeah, he pretty much told you if he doesn't win, because truthfully said, there's no way that you know came on her all over her Harris could beat Donald Trump in anything except maybe a laughing contest, and or in the art of not answering, you know, of not saying shit, talking a whole lot but never saying shit. She win that hands down. All right, she a circumlocution expert. All right.
Yeah, it was a Republican, and they had the rally in Ohio. It was at J.D. Vance's campaign rally. George Lang, a state senator in Ohio. And his quote is, Republicans demand civil war. Oh, no, that's not the quote.
Can you put the...
If GOP doesn't win in November, civil war. So yeah, this year, they ready.
Yeah, and that coupled with the way these prophecies are rolling out, the way Ezekiel is playing out, now that Togomai is entered into the situation against the Israelis, because basically, you know, the Israelis are about to be they're in a sea of brown people. There's nothing but Elamites, Hamites, Ishmaelites surround them in the billions, and majority of them are Muslim. And like I said, and through his antics, he's did something that no one else has been able to do, and he brought the Muslim world together, and now the Muslim world is going to be joined with the other Edomites, with the Russian Edomites, and the rest of Asia, and they're going to wipe Israel off the face of the earth.
Yep.
And America as well. And the only difference is that according to the scriptures, Israel is going to be built up again because that's our home. But America is going to become a memorial of what not to do. You know, it's never going to be life here again except for damn bugs and rodents and snakes and shit, you know. But go ahead and finish, Papa Kashal.
Okay. Verse 6, 38, Ezekiel 38:6. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with him. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee.
Yeah, so this huge army is assembling. All right? And you know, that dude Aragon has been playing the fence for quite a few years. You know, he's been back and forth. You know, I can't understand why NATO kept him around in the first place, you know. I mean, looking at it from a military standpoint, he's been kind of, because you know when the Syrian war thing kicked off, he was against the Syrians, and he was helping the Assyrians, and he was against the Syrians. You know, yeah. So you know he's shown himself to be he's a pancake, right? You know, as they call it in Chicago. You know, what was that old Richard Pryor skit? He said whatever gang was winning, that's my side. He would jump on that side in the fight.
Right, yeah. He was a member of all the gangs.
Right. So he wouldn't get his ass whooped. That's pretty much what he said. It was a old school comedy skit with Richard Pryor.
Right. Okay. The Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with him. So, like you said, Benji, Russia's been building up their military to the point that they state the art has been downgraded one because they built something newer. They done gave the one like the S-300 missile delivery system.
Right.
They done gave that to their allies because they got the S-400.
Right, and they're boasting that their technology, you know, Russian missile technology is almost 40 years, 4 decades ahead of America's.
Right.
So, you know, even though they have around about the same amount of missiles, the Russians' missiles are far superior to yielding more power. Matter of fact, they, you know, I've even heard Americans especially speak about it, the fear of Satan 1 and Satan 2.
Right.
So they got these missiles that supposedly nothing. We already know the Iron Dome was being penetrated by niggas throwing rocks at this point. So you know, the sling of David, none of that shit is helping them fake them imposters over there.
Right.
All right.
Did you all bring out Joel 3 and 10?
No. He was holding it, yeah.
This is Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. And it just made me think about it. I was listening on the way back home and to what you just said. You know, Russia and these other Russia allies are arming their allies with their weaponry. Now the weak are basically having weapons too. I heard South Korea is contemplating getting nuclear missiles themselves and pulling a little way away from America as well.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. Japan will do the same. Everyone, all the NATO countries will eventually gravitate toward, just like Aragon.
Right.
All right, they're all going to do that because what they're starting to see is that there's no end to wars with these Edomites, with Amalek being in control here in America, because they do. The Amalekites control America. They control the media. They control Hollywood. They control the financial. They got all these lobbying, you know, groups, these NGOs. You know, hey, Shalom, bro. They got all these NGOs, all right, that you know, these non-government organizations that control all the policy, that control the Congress, you know, et cetera, all right? And because it's funny, there is no Russian pack, you know, there's no, Shalom, beloved, there's no Korea pack, you know, there's no Africa pack, no German pack, you know. Why the hell do we have an APAC? All right, what benefit is that to American citizens? Brother. Zero. It has zero benefit to the actual American citizens, man. All right. Why is it that they have all these different organizations, and that's just one? There's so many. That's probably one of the biggest ones. All right. Why do they even exist? And it seems to me, just from an outsider looking in, that, you know, why aren't these people labeled as you know, as foreign agents? Why is it that they get to operate within, where's the China pack? You know, the Vietnamese pack. Why do these people get to have, you know? So it's just, if you can't see that, you know, it's because you don't want to see it. You don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about the elephant in the room. So there was a meme of a small hat driving a bus, and on the back of the bus was a bunch of American soldiers, and he was driving them off to go fight for him. Dang. He's like go fight and die for me, you know, cattle, basically. And that's pretty much what.
That's how they think, though.
Exactly. Of course, that's how they think, and it's sickening because you're not the people, and the world knows you're the people. Only people that think they're the people are the ones who grew up in their food system, but the ones who taught those fools know that they're not, that they're teaching them lies. And I just so look forward to everything that's happened is a blessing to Wadi Halbashim Shai. But I just look so forward to that day when they all just have to hang their heads in shame. I saw a 2/3 skinny jean, shiesty wearing dude sagging, couldn't even walk straight. You know that walk that they walk when they got to swing their legs because they can't really walk. Their hips are restricted. Right. That's why they get their ass whooped in the street. Can't move your hips, you can't fight. But anyway, he walking with a rabbi across the street talking about, hey, yo, homie, you know the black people, the real Jews, right? And so the rabbi, like, you know, the rabbi, and I mean, he's speaking the truth, but at the same time, it's like, pull the shiesty off. He talking about, and then so the rabbi said, then you need to do what the Bible says. And then I'm thinking to myself, no, nigga, you need to do what the Bible says. You worship the Talmud. All right, and basically you had this 2/3 nigga calling them out, walking it. So when you see, you know, dude look like Mang Mang
Right.
from off 109th Street, you know, confronting fake Jews, it's over, man. It's over. He confronting them, telling them that, you know, because he's straight hood, wearing Jordans. He was wearing all black, just like them.
Wow.
And the dude, you know, and with some tight ass pants, you know, where like he couldn't walk, so he's swinging his hips, walking next to him, talking, going back and forth with him with a shiesty on. You know, so I'm like, man, it's. But the flip side of it is that Jake waking up, man.
Right.
So that's the beauty of it. You know.
They had that on one of the TV programs where the guy was telling the news reporter, he's like, you know you ain't the Jew. You know you ain't the Jew. We are.
So and it's true. It's not like he's lying.
Right.
And then the first thing that they want to do is try to discredit the truth by hiding behind the anti-Semitic shit. They start screaming anti-Semantics to try to duck and dodge
Right.
the you know, so that the subject matters isn't even discussed because this is anti-semantics.
Just played out.
It's like no, man. Well, let's address the issue. Let's address that elephant in the room that you want to stamp. They got a rubber stamp with anti-semantics on it, and anytime you come with some history, with some evidence, or anything which disproves their narrative, I'm not even gonna say challenge it, disproves their narrative. They want to label that shit, bam, anti-semantics. All right, we're not gonna talk about this because this is anti-semantics. No, man. All right, but go ahead and finish that, brother. Go ahead and finish that Ezekiel out, pops. Go to 7.
Okay, my bad. Okay.
So on, Shapaya.
Verse 8. After many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them.
Yeah, so we know that hasn't happened.
Right.
And like I said earlier, you know, these Amalekites are actually leaving the land of Israel. So there's no way that they can be the people because they're not dwelling in peace and safety alone. And all the weapons have not been destroyed and burned up. And the number one prophecy, King David is not sitting on the throne. So these cannot be the people of the Lord. And the people of the Lord are still scattered. They're not in Africa. It's some dumbass, you know, some clown going on every video and putting in the 12 tribes is in Africa. Man, shut up, man. All right.
Isaiah the 14th chapter says that we're going to be ruling over our oppressors when the Lord sets us up. Why is Israel having so many problems with the Palestinians? They were the so-called Israelites. They should be ruling over all their oppressors. Everybody should be under the rule willingly. You know what I'm saying? They should be, the scripture said they will flow to the mountains of Israel, to seek the laws and statutes of the Most High. But the Israelis, they call him Hashem. They don't even know his name. They're scared of his name.
No, they say the name is dreadful among the East.
Exactly.
Pop, read that verse on the Bible, Bishop.
Okay. This is verse 8, Ezekiel 38 and 8. After many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword and is gathered out of many people.
Right, because the Israelis, it's talking about the land of Israel, it's not talking about the Israelites.
Right.
The Israelis have been amongst their enemies this whole time, and nothing has happened to them. All right, the land of unwalled villages. Now that's America, but it's also them. They've been without care. All right, but go ahead.
Okay. Okay. And is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them.
And I want to hit this precept to prove that it's talking about the heathens in our land, not the Israelites. Because you got these groups talking about after we get saved, we're going to have some peace, then these motherfuckers going to come back against. No, this talking about them coming against them in our land. That's why I said it's always been waste. So it ain't talking about us being there. This Isaiah 1:7. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. Your land strangers devour in your presence, and is desolate as overthrown by strangers.
Con.
So this is talking about why the heathens in our land is counted as desolate. All right.
I think it's gonna say it in Luke. I think that's why I called for it. Just backing your point up.
Con. So let you know, this is them coming against the land of Israel, man. And why I'm saying that they're safe, because they've been there in peace. But that's about to change. Now them that ate the bread and laid a wool underneath. You gotta remember, even Russia had them Jewish bakers in their land up until not too long ago. They just got them out of there.
Con.
So this is the Lord has set this prophecy up for a long time. They was cool with it, but now it's what is it? The hook in the jaw, man.
The hook in the jaw, baby.
I have something to back you up real quick to put that Edomites over there. It's Ezekiel 36:5. Therefore, thus says
Start at 2,
Con.
then jump up to 5. And who holding that Luke?
Ezekiel.
Nobody got the
I got the loop. I got the loop.
All right, yeah, we gonna immediately because we gonna go right in. This gonna lead right up to what after what Saint Benji
Ezekiel
said.
36:2. Thus said the Lord power, because the enemy have said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession.
You gotta say it like they said, brother. Aha.
I'm gonna jump down to verse 5 in Ezekiel 36. It says, therefore, thus said the Lord power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey.
And so they're happy to have basically stolen our heritage and claim that they're our people, saying, you know, even the high places are ours. And the Bible is giving you the record that that would happen. That's a prophecy that would happen, and that was fulfilled in 1948.
Right.
All right, when Amalek, all right, the Jewish converts from the Khazarian Empire, to basically went into the land of Israel.
Got it signed, sealed, and
All right, and they claim and a bunch of Ashkenazis claiming to be Sephardic, and they're not Sephardim. All right. Okay.
And just a piece of paper, get a Balfour Declaration, and just send it over. Where's that in the scriptures? You know, the Lord said the Lord's going to set us up.
By contractual law, you will go back into your fuck out of here, man.
The Lord said He's going to set up, and He's going to fight, and set up our land, man.
This is Luke 21:19. And your patience possess your souls, and when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
Right. So look, the Lord is coming to take vengeance. All right. Somebody real quick before he continues, get that he will not greet thee as a man.
Isaiah 47:3. And it reads, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
There it is, man. We call it again, Baba Shah.
Isaiah 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
There it is, man. The Lord is coming to wreck. He's coming to wreck house, man, and take vengeance.
Man, what you reading that Luke, Shimon?
Luke 21. And
Wait till you get to 24.
That's what I was, okay, that's what I'm
That,
telling.
that's where he going to. That was to back you up.
We're on the same page.
Mhm.
I ain't read that part. I can't forget. Go ahead, Shimon.
I'm not going to forget. This is verse 23. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days, For there shall be great distress in the land and wrath upon this people.
So it's gonna be it's a bad thing. And every time I see newborn babies and women with little pregnant women and little children, it's hard not to the thought for my mind of how vulnerable they're gonna be and how a lot of them are gonna be a lot of them gonna perish. A lot of them are going to be eaten.
Yeah.
All right, you never forget that scene in Snowpiercer when Captain America tells you the two things that he hates about himself. All right, and the first thing he said that he knew what human flesh tastes like, and even worse, he knew that babies taste the best. All right, because infant they gonna take the mother, they gonna take her, they gonna take her milk,
Got a break.
and then they gonna feast on her child. All right. Right. Yeah, and then they gonna drink her milk. All right, they gonna literally drink her milk. All right, and feast on her child, and then have their way with her. That's how it's gonna be grimy,
That's right.
disgusting out here, man. Right, and when they done, they might eat her too, or pass her to, or trade her off. You know,
They said they're gonna seek death.
because a lot of women are gonna be bartered.
That's right.
All right.
Basically, Daniel's the 12th chapter. Basically, hey, 2nd Esdras 15, 2nd Esdras 16 is going to be amplified. Right? Then it's going to be known who's the Lord's elect. Because
Exactly.
the Lord is going to have a how do you say, an awning or a shield over, a hedge over the elect. Right? Isaiah 66 goes into that. The disciples, the followers, the elect is going to eat. They're going to be married.
Just
They ain't
had
have to
that
worry
conversation
about eating their
earlier.
kids and things of that nature, man.
It's funny because it's really like what that picture right here, Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael. Even though they're seemingly going through hell and being in the fire, you know what I'm saying? But they had Yahweh Shema Shah protecting them. Cool, it came out, no problem. The Lord is about to start showing that power again, how He fed Elijah. All right, that how He took care of the great men of the Lord, as the Scripture says, who put their trust in the Heavenly Father, and He's not been there for them, you know. And you are going to see, but at the same time, Esau, Edom, the 2/3, you know, the heathen, they're going to be losing their rabbit ass mind.
And it's just gonna, like Saint Benji said, it's gonna be an all out free for all. It's gonna be like Call of Duty for real. How, you know,
Right.
or that mode on that mode on game what's the Gears of War when ain't nobody on nobody's side and they were just running around with shotguns. Black- yeah.
Purge, the brother just mentioned the purge.
Yeah, the purge. It's gonna be insane, man. Because you know a lot of these racist Edomites and stocked up all these bullets and stuff. You know, thinking they gonna kill niggas and spiggers, and they gonna have to fight. They gonna be killing other
He
Edomites.
said that driving past him.
All right.
Yeah.
And that Revelations 3 and 10. Well, once that is going across the whole world, that hour of temptation, all hell's breaking loose, man. I can't buy this. Oh, man. That love.
When they can't get their money,
Oh yeah.
when it's gonna kick off then.
Yeah.
When-
Once everything goes digital.
Once everything goes digital, or when they finally when you go to the bank and you can't get none of your money out, or you can't go on your phone and do nothing,
Hey, wait till niggas sober up. Wait till they can't get their blunts. Wait till they get their weed.
They got the shakes. They got everything.
They gonna
Yeah.
get the shakes because a lot of these jakes, man, they be perks, they be doing fucking all kind of dumbass shit. That
Xanax.
niggas, whatever. I don't even know what the fuck. They do.
niggas that smoke anything that light that burns.
You know what I'm saying? That lean, all that shit. When these niggas start, but the same thing with Esau, Edom, they take the uppers and downers and those all those Adderalls and
Those mind altering medicines, and yeah, you're right. When these people can't get their medication, so when it's gonna just be frightening.
That's right, because
It's gonna be
right
frightening.
now that marijuana and the drink and whatever they take, it suppresses a lot of their anger. It suppresses a lot of their they calm down.
Yeah.
They're docile.
Right.
But when they're without that medicine, without that suppression, they're gonna be on edge, on top of hungry, and that hunger That's a whole nother demon, man. People don't know what it means to be hungry, and you just desperately looking for food. When you're desperate, like that dry tree, it's all gonna be dry, except for the hope for righteous elect.
Not saying I'm hungry or what but I don't know what I want to eat. Like, you know, you got females that do that dumb shit. Oh, I'm hungry, but what you want to eat? I don't know. Shut your dumb ass up.
Oh,
You gonna really see
All right,
what it is.
hold that precept because we're gonna come back to that point that he made. But let's finish this right here.
This is Luke 21 and 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all
You
nations.
see that? So they're gonna be led captive into all nations. The Israelites went into all nations. All right, they didn't go into Africa for all you black only Israelites. They went into every nation. Baruch 2 and 30 real quick.
And while we were there, we mixed and mingled.
And Tobit, you already know. And we mixed and mingled. Yeah, get real quick. They went into all nations. Read it again, Shimon.
Yep. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations.
Keep going.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Right, and Jerusalem has been controlled by Gentiles ever since. At the Wadi Yahweh Shem Shai, we're at the time that the Gentiles their time has come to an end. We're at the end of their time. But get those precepts real quick.
I got that Tobit 13 and 3. Confess him before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel, for he have scattered us among them.
There you go. We're scattered among the Gentiles. We're scattered, meaning the other nations. All right. Does it not tell you that Moab will be a covert to Judah?
That's right.
All right. It's a lot of saucy Asians out there, man.
That's right.
They can pop, lock, dance, fight, sing. Right. You know. And just because somebody can dance, yo, unspiritual carnal ass, man. All the nations don't handle salt, man. You've been around a real pure Chinese. They even walk, they goofy as fuck without even being trying to. Well, that's what their power is. Their power is that they just goofy and saltless.
I got a restriction. It says your life contains things that may feel uncomfortable. It has been restricted.
Are you on TikTok?
Yeah.
Fuck TikTok, man. Some bitch ass niggas on there, boy.
Soft ass motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck your truth. You know, truth over feelings. TikTok.
Uncomfortable.
Truth over feelings, man. All right.
Might feel me heard.
I don't even mess with TikTok no more because I can't speak without them deleting and cutting off my.
But back to what you were saying. Where's your Chinese Beyonce though? Where's your Arab Michael Jackson? All right. Where's your goddamn East Indian Tupac? You got nothing coming from out of these motherfuckers of these other goddamn nations, man.
What is the African Mike Tyson?
Matter of fact, why don't they draft the NBA and the NFL from Africa? All right, because because the majority of the southern, not all of the Southern Kingdom came here, but the majority of them came here. All right, so that's why they're here in America, man.
And they know. Matter of fact, if you go look at the Olympics, if you go look from what America doing, Jamaica doing, UK doing, all these motherfuckers, 90% of the motherfuckers getting the medals is Jake anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All over the goddamn place with a different title in a different state because of fucking slavery, man.
There it is.
If it was Olympics and Yasharala was truly represented,
Yeah.
we'll sweep the fucking board, man. Over 90% of the medals, man.
God, a lot of Jays go to the UK to who? It's Jay. So what are they talking about, man? You know, we the best at everything, man. You know?
One won a gold medal for Ireland was a Jake.
It's stupid, man.
Kind. But we read that Tobit, right?
Yes.
Now, and we read the Baruch. We'll go ahead and read. All right, whoever got it, and then we're gonna go into that point that the elder said about how hungry people are gonna be, because that's what's next.
Hungry game.
All right, the famine of the word, all that's coming.
Twofold.
This is Baruch chapter 2, starting verse 28.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Baruch 2 and 28. As thou spakest by thy servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write the law before the children of Israel, saying, if you will not hear my voice, surely this great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, or I will scatter them. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves.
So it said captivities, multiple. And now we already read 2 precepts that pretty much told you that they got scattered among the nations. All right. And you know, and then the first one said among all the nations. That's why it says what nation have not, you know, because there were some nations that you know that didn't wrong us like others did, but we got scattered among them all. Whether it be by slavery or by choice, just running from persecution. The Israelites are everywhere, man.
And it said,
Every nation.
And it said, remember themselves.
And they
Why-
shall remember
Why
themselves.
don't them double O's, they claiming to be, they're, matter of fact, they're breaking it down. We come from this and that and this and that. If you were a real Israelite, Isaiah, the first chapter when it came in, and like, they know not.
You should
You know
have
what I'm saying?
you should have just figured it out in recent years. If you got documents saying going back, you know, your family line back to the 1600s, back to the 11th century, all the way back, you know, you're full of shit.
Because
You're not matching up to prophecy. All right?
This is Isaiah 1 and 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth. For the Lord has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel, the real Israelite, doth not know. My people doth not consider. All right, they're not even a fact. A majority of Israelites on this planet today, they're not even a figment of their imagination that they're an Israelite. All right? Only now because of the awakening and Isaiah, Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, the sticks being reunited, is where are we waking up en masse, you know? But it's still not.
Yeah, well, you got a
majority.
little niglet with a shiesty on approaching, you know, 2 rabbis.
Right.
You know? So you're right. So Jake waking up, man.
Arms is ready, man. But hey, we mentioned that yesterday on the line. There was a couple cars pull up. Shalom. I'm screaming out the car. Aki. Niggas like no shirts or hanging out the window. Happy to see brothers, man.
It's getting
You
there.
know? Yeah.
And it's- and
You got to start somewhere.
And hey, but it's a small number. It's a remnant. The Most High don't want a majority of people, all right, especially over here in America, man.
The thing about Israel, it says what? Who can number a fourth part of Israel? So imagine the third. That's still a lot.
That's right.
Like I saw a bunch of Qs yesterday at the event, and one of them that I knew, he had on a necklace, and the necklace was the Levite pennant with all 12 tribes on it. So you got all this cute Greek shit, but then you got a 12 tribe, you know, necklace on.
Even at the softball.
Written in Assyrian script too, so you already know.
You know, over the years we've been at softball at Washington Park and so forth. You know, they know me as prophet, and me and my brother, when the Spirit allows, we break bread. Now, there's people who, you know, coming up, hey, shalom, shalom. You know what I'm saying? There's more people coming out. You know, the Lord is growing. All right. So, yeah, with a bag of pork tin, so right.
Damn.
I called my kid. This one dude on some Blackstone stuff. He was like, "Man, you got some you eating pork?" You know what I'm saying? I know I'm doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, but he comes and tell us shalom all the time. But here it is, got a big.
And he
old
gang
bag
corrected
of
by
pork.
Stone.
By Stone.
Gangbanging nigga like, nigga, you eat pork?
Yeah.
That is the most solid.
Damn. Shout out to the Stone.
But forgive me. What do you say? But forgive
But
me.
forgive me.
Forgive me.
Yeah, big old
I said, man, you got chicken skins, man. You can eat, man. What the fuck wrong with you?
Right, trying to shake your hand. You like, man, I ain't want to touch that, bro.
Back to the line, they said the Lord knows what.
Yeah. Hey, and people
Yeah,
say
when he
they
put
know
that, he gonna put a sword right in it too.
That's right.
Read on.
Back to Luke 21.
Yeah.
Okay. Luke 21 and 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive unto all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth.
Look at all the crazy weather patterns and the sun expansions and the solar eclipses and all this stuff that's happening. All right, go ahead.
Blood moon.
Khan.
And upon the earth, distress of nations.
Distress of nations. All these crazy storms and floods, tsunamis, earthquakes, animal attacks.
Yeah.
All right.
And that tornado that just hit Cleveland, like brothers was just saying, like they ain't never had no tornado that hit that hard over there.
Yeah,
Shit was all fucked up.
yeah.
that event that I was supposed to be in a couple weeks back, you know, a tornado hit the facility where all the equipment was stored, and shut that bitch down. They couldn't even have the event.
This is a global protest tracker. Over 700 significant anti-government protests have erupted worldwide. More than 147 countries have experienced significant protests.
Damn.
18% of protests have lasted more than 3 months. 258 significant economic anti-government protests have occurred since 2017.
Wow.
This has been, this is from Carnegie Endowment for International Peace.
Someone see, you know, go into them fancy phones, as Apostle would say, and see if you can find something on the Jakes and the Arabs that's been hung in London by the white guys. Even though they keep saying that it's the immigrants that's attacking and killing everybody, but I keep hearing these reports about people getting hung, and the people getting hung is not white guys.
Yeah, it's the far right. They made it clear. They keep changing the narrative. Y'all already let the cat out the bag. It's the far right that's going against the damn immigrants right now. That's rioting over there in the UK.
And so the immigrants are basically fighting to defend themselves.
Yeah.
Because there ain't no white guys being hung from trees and light poles, because they're the ones that have that type of spirit on them to, you know, jump somebody, beat them up, and then hang them.
I was gonna say the whole shit that kicked off the riots is a so-called
Somebody find something.
I'm looking at it.
there's a so-called Hamite, where he looks to be Hamitic, but he's autistic, and he stabbed up 3 Edomite-looking girls over there in England. So now that's what got them.
Up in arms.
Yeah, the far right.
So did it even really happen, or they just saying it?
They really died for real.
Okay, so he really did attack them.
Mm-hmm.
So
So he identifies as Muslim, but he's autistic.
Okay,
That's what
They don't
talking
give a
about
fuck.
there.
so he was a spirit created. Because
Yes.
the truth, because I say that because it's
Right.
been thousands of incidents in America where that be the reason why they do things, but then it turn out that never even really happened. It was just a lie. So that's why I was asking.
This is not about hanging, but this is, let's say, a knife attacks or something. This is far right. This is from Al Jazeera. Far right rioters.
So they say far right instead of saying white nationalists
Exactly.
or right racist
Cute
guys.
way you say it.
Far
right.
right rioters.
It's just funny how colorful and soft the language is when white men are committing heinous acts of violence and genocide, things of that nature. They soften up the words, all right. But if but it's anybody brown, they're savages and they're rabid dogs that need to be put down, and you know.
This corn dog braided black African American.
What y'all doing?
It's okay. Y'all know. Y'all garment.
But yeah, they make soft words like that.
Don't worry about it.
It's the peroxide.
This is the article. Far right rioters attacked asylum seekers hotel in UK's Rotterdam, Tamworth. Days of unrest continue in the United Kingdom. Where's this in the news all over America? Why they not, you know?
Well, why, and I'm gonna tell you, I just told you why. Because the American media, it takes the position where the white male always has to look like the hero or the good guy. This news actually shows you that they're not. They're committing these heinous acts of, you know, they took the actions of one and they're trying to punish everyone else. All right?
Days of unrest continue in the United Kingdom as Prime Minister Keir Starmer says rioters will be brought to justice. Far-right demonstrators have attacked at least 2 hotels housing asylum seekers as the United Kingdom grapples with its worst riots in 13 years. On Sunday, hundreds of people gathered near a Holiday Inn Express hotel used to house asylum seekers near the northern town of Rotterdam, throwing bricks as police and breaking several hotel windows and then setting bins on fire. Footage from UK broadcaster Sky News showed a line of police officers with shields facing a barrage of missiles, including bits of wood, chairs, fire extinguishers.
Hey, shalom to you bros on the comment board. Shalom. Shalaki brothers. A lot of brothers is checking in.
Kind. As they sought to prevent the rioters, many of them masked from entering the hotel.
So 15.
Right? A police helicopter circled overhead and at least 1 injured officer in riot gear was carried away as the atmosphere turned increasingly febrile. Right? And the behavior we witnessed was nothing short of disgusting. While it was a smaller number of those in attendance who chose to commit violence and destruction, those who simply stood on and watched remain absolutely complicit in this.
Wow.
And I mean, that's good enough. I mean, he's showing you there's a lot of chaos and the riots going in, not just one area, but it's all throughout UK right now.
Right.
And
So how
someone
many
else
women
said-
you think have been raped in this that they're not reporting on?
Right.
And what do you think the women are? They're hiding. All right.
Can I read some of this?
Yes, you can, brother. Read.
This is independent.co.uk. Street beatings, stabbing, and mosques under siege. The horrifying racist attacks carried out by the far right mob.
So far, and at least they call them a mob.
Yeah.
You know, because figured they would be calling them you. Come on, you guys.
And it's just Esau getting out as violence because I'm just reading this little snippet. It says there have been numerous reports of targeted attacks against black and Asian people as the UK has been engulfed in far-right race riots.
You see that?
They don't care who the fuck you are. You
So
ain't there,
if
they on your ass.
there you go.
Violence.
It's just like I said. Anybody that's got any kind of melanin, that's who they're attacking. Point blank. Period. And the same thing's gonna happen here when they start trying to unalive the Venezuelans. When they come after these Venezuelans because they're all pissed off. They're gonna not stop at them. They're gonna come after Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, and they definitely gonna come after niggas.
Yeah.
So this shit is about the crack.
And this
So talking about I'm an American nigga. Well, no, that ain't gonna help you, man.
The tensions are so high right now. Everyone's on edge. I forgot who I was with. I think I was with you. Was driving out. It was in the boondocks and saw Esau talking to Esau in the driveway, and we just through the spirit was like, "Hey, Bill is going to be trying to kill Bob real soon." They buddies now. I saw another video on the gram where the one dude was say mocking Esau for lifting up their driveway and putting a bunker underneath. You know what I'm
I'll be
saying?
mocking him too. I saw that video.
Yeah.
Because basically he just let his whole neighborhood know that he has a bunker. So guess what? Everybody, what
He's
was
a
that?
target
What
now.
was that movie? The Division.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Divide.
The Divide.
Yeah.
Right. So when shit go bad, they
Everybody
already know
come
well, this
to you.
dude gonna have food, water, guns, all that shit right there.
Right in his garage.
Right. You enter his garage and go underground. Go in his house and go underground. They already know.
I got
And people like that will actually, people are so sick, they'll see someone do like that, they didn't even really have a relationship with them, they'll befriend them, and you know what I'm saying, and try to butter them up and be cool, so in that day, just in case, you know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. That's the parable Yahushua said when he commended the children of this world, said they wiser than the children of light.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
They'll supplant them.
That's right, and that's why the Lord was mad at Hezekiah for just always short. Hey, check out my goods. I got this, I got that. Hey, check out my bunker. I have, for 150 days of rice. I have 150 days of beans. Matter of fact, I can be down here for 3 years.
Motherfucker, run that shit.
And then that day, it's like, nigga got you. Just like the video I think you showed where Jake was going into a little room and the bitch snacked out back, and then her niggas came in and just
Memphis.
and came robbing. This is the time right now where you don't trust anybody who's not vetted
Yeah, man.
through the spirit and power of Yahweh outside.
That video that I think they pulled it off YouTube because I can't find it for shit. If anybody can find it, post it. But there was a video that's probably damn near about 8-9 years old now. But it was a video of a guy talking about serious times and all the shit that's happening. He was one of them preppers. But he was a different kind of prepper. And basically he was sending out a PSA. And the PSA was, he wanted to thank all those people who prepped to get all the food and the water and the resources. And he's loading his shotgun as he's saying it. And so and then the camera pans out and this dude got a whole arsenal. Basically, and he tells you in that video, thank you for collecting up all this stuff because me and my guys, we coming to get it. I got the keys to your bunker. I got the keys to your house. And it pans out to all this hardware on the wall. I'm
Breaching
like, God.
charges, breaching rounds.
I'm
all
like,
type of
God
shit.
damn, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
they ready.
yeah. So you got two types of preppers. Because guess what? He ain't alone.
That's right.
You got guys like him. And we're talking about units that's seen war and fought. These guys, they going to have on their little headpieces and everything. and they're gonna hit places tactically.
Man, they
All
got
right.
the holes, they got all the schematics of everybody who bought one of these goddamn bunkers. They know and got a whole map of where you at.
Yeah.
And your wife better not be bad, cause we taking her too.
Yeah, absolutely. You got a teenage daughter. Have well, Esau, he ain't got to be a damn teenager. He can be a kid. All right, but go ahead, brother.
This Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
The Divide. You know, that movie was. You never seen that movie? I suggest you watch
Oh
it.
man, it's a
Man,
good watch. Hey,
You know?
it's a great watch because you get to see basically everybody get, which most of them are Edomite looking anyway. This, I like movies that
They resort back to their natural, you know.
Right.
their nature.
Yeah,
They're,
you know.
they're brute beasts.
And they were just brute beasts, man. And dude was stupid for letting them in there, especially the men.
Yeah.
That's right. And,
All right.
and he lost on men. All of them damn near lost on men. And that's just it. Everybody's going to lose except over the hope for righteous elect, man.
That's it.
All right? It behooves you, if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, hearing these words, man. What else do you got that's got a ray of hope? Because everything around us is falling, man. You go out to the suburbs now, they got store after store closing and empty businesses. Went out to Rockford, they got boarded up stores out there too. They got empty places too. People are not, they have priced out everybody.
Yeah, and that the loans are due on those properties.
Yep.
Right.
The commercial properties are collapsing. All right, and so a lot of these people who own apartment buildings and things like that, they're hurting as well. So you get ready. The housing market is going to go belly up along with everything else.
We were passing on the way from out by Rockford and Elgin to from that whole area coming this way back to the city, and they're them $2, $3, $4 million business buildings, and nothing's in them. No. If it is one tenant or two, you have 30, 40 units. You got maybe 5 businesses in there floating the whole building. All right, everything, everything is being squeezed out. Either you be super rich, or you're poor. There's no more middle, there's no more upper class, and all that's dead. Everybody's scraping, man. And the so-called upper class is living paycheck to paycheck. So it's done, man.
Yeah. You remember the guy who does some little jokes? I sent it out. The dude who does use a Skeletor.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And he was like, remember.
Right.
Hey, he funny as hell, man. But he says, he goes on to say that, you have to make $246,000 to live the same way that your parents did in 1990.
80,000 or something.
No, off 80,000, right?
Right.
So $80,000 in 1990 gets you what $246,000 gets you today. So that's very bad, man.
That's the true middle class.
And if you had it right, and imagine if you was making 80,000 in the 80s, all right, you was hounding a hog.
Oh yeah, you
All right.
the shit.
So the things that's just going to show you, man. If 80 grand, that's more than tripled it. So that literally means that's almost 4 times the amount. So what that means is that if I'm spending, well, it's 3 times the amount. So that means on average I gotta pay $3.50. For something that I probably used to pay like a dime for. That's insane.
That's right. And that's enough. We feel it, especially the older men, what I'm saying, 40, 50 years old,
Boomers?
who because we was out there, we seen milk at 99 cents for a gallon.
I remember when it was $1.50.
I remember
when gas was 99 cents.
Yeah.
99 cents.
When I drove my Mustang from California to here, I was paying on average about between 99 cents and $1.08 a gallon.
we
And I remember when the
seen
$1.08, we was like, damn.
Yeah. And we was mad, right? You know what I'm saying? We seen it. We seen.
But $20 filled up my tank.
That's it.
You could eat a quick pizza for $20.
But right now, hey,
And with
don't talk
$20,
about
you
food.
could take a family of 5 out and everybody ate.
And don't mention the food, man. Every single grocery store that I go to, and I'm looking for organic lemons and organic cucumbers or organic. I do not like buying.
I heard a white woman complain that she wanted fruit with seeds in it.
Yes.
While she was in Whole Foods.
and can't find shit.
She's like, there's no seeds in any of this. I want some seeds. And I was like, I was just looking at her like, yeah.
Yeah, because
Well, somebody gets it.
Hey, look. With the seeded vegetable or fruit, you have the ability to take that seed, hopefully, and be able to plant it.
Yeah, this is true. And they don't want you to be self-sufficient.
And we was going to the dangers of the genetically modified organism of the line today. You not only do you get loss of nutrition, you get more cancer, immunosuppression, there's a slew of things that happens just by changing the genome code of one fruit and vegetable, and you eat that shit, and it's toxic. It's toxic for you.
Yeah.
Right. I got a quick precept for you. Just tie everything that we're talking about. This is 2nd Esdras 15, and I'm gonna start with verse 14.
Yes, he was sitting there holding that. Well, go ahead. You got it, brother. We were going there anyway. Because that's what's about to happen. So,
woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Woe means destruction. Woe means calamity. Woe means this is about to be something really big and destructive.
For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
That's everybody. They said one people. Well, name one person. You got Chinese people, that's one of them. You got so-called white people, that's another one of them. Or you got so-called black people, that's another one of them. It's everybody. It's the WWE. It's the world, the Royal Rumble, man. It's everybody's about to get down. It's not going to be one place on the planet that's not going to be affected for the most part by the bullshit that's coming down on them. Unless you, and even then, I was about to say that and remote forces of Amazon, but they're pissed off because now there's more pictures of them coming out because the foresters are tearing down their habitat.
Deforestation.
The deforestation. They're trying to attack these motherfuckers with spears and fucking knives like Avatar. So there's no place, man. I'm serious. They had the whole. They had to. They were shooting bows and arrows at the helicopters and the shit like that's gonna do some shit.
No,
you know?
that shit's still funny. I'm not just serious.
Yeah.
That shit is advertised. Still cool.
Verse 16. For there should be sedition amongst men in invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes in the course of their actions to stand in their power.
There's one video clip where the UK police bowed down and took a knee to the protesters, basically said, "We cool, man. We good. Y'all just do y'all." All right. They're coming. This right now is going to be people against the popo, popo against the people, popo against the state and government. Just like in that one movie, they thought the popo was about to go regulate. He was up there, and his ass was up there grabbing. Oh shit! I'm grabbing me some shit.
All right. World War Z.
Yeah.
Verse getting right back into it. Verse 17. A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able.
And don't think city just means Chicago and New Detroit and some big city. A city go to even a neighborhood. You can be in a big city. All right, they'll have. You want to get from the south side of Chicago, not even to the north side. I'm talking about you want to go from Pullman just to go over to a Headrich. There's going to be those are bridges right there.
Chattanooga, Beverly.
You're Chattanooga, Beverly.
But it's gonna say the street shall be troubled. Yeah.
Yep. It says, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
This is everywhere. You go out into the boonies, it's even worse, man. Everyone out there got a dog, and everyone got a whole motherfucking arsenal, man. Just like they showed you in that movie with the Tesla went to they was driving by themselves. Leave the world behind. They came up and they was like, hey Bob, I know you. We cool. Is a stop right there.
Right. We were.
Yeah.
Something changed.
Yes.
Time have changed.
Yes. And we was just cool just a minute ago. We not cool anymore. Mr. Jenkins, can I get a cup of sugar? No. Right?
It took that one dude that had to calm him down with some peaceful words that he about to blast.
Verse 19. A man should have no pity upon his neighbor.
When it comes down to see Jake and Esau, especially in America, are westernized and soft as motherfucking the Pillsbury Doughboy, man. They're fucking soft. All right, they don't know how to make a fire. They don't know how to kill animals. They don't know how to skin a fish. All right, they don't know how to do anything. These other, you see Russian little kids hitting the motherfucking trees, knocking down trees.
I saw 5-year-olds sauteing and stir frying vegetables.
Come on,
They
man.
picked them, cleaned them, cut them up, threw them in a wok and cooked them, and then they all had lunch.
You know what I'm saying? This is what these other nations are building up their people to fucking survive. You got these Venezuelans that trek through a fucking forest, fighting through fucking guerrilla niggas, going through goddamn jaguars, going through all kind of hell just to come to America. You think when it come down to shits and giggles, when it come down to fighting, y'all, they're not ready. They don't even have a fighting mentality.
No, they're too busy trying to figure out what their pronoun is.
What the dude said in the video, he said you got a bunch of beta males.
That's it.
You know, they ain't ready. They ain't built for this type of stuff, you know. And you know, of course, they call them illegal aliens. You're gonna have all these illegal aliens.
Yeah, and then a lot of these illegal aliens are masculine AF.
That's it.
All right.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
right. So they yeah.
And they not going to accept what the masses has accepted here. Okay, they're not going to accept it. They, like I said, you know, look, they didn't come from a third world country where everything was motherfucking dog eat dog and this, that, and the other.
Matter of fact, they're rioting in Venezuela right now. So what's that telling you? All them people came here from Venezuela, but yet they're rioting down there. So whatever they did, whatever they're not doing for those people, was enough to make them come out the streets, start burning down buildings and attacking law enforcement and whatever, and going after their government members.
Bangladesh.
So Bangladesh.
They took down.
That's why I didn't get paid. My client is from Bangladesh, so he's been traveling, dealing with his family and shit.
It's a lot.
Right.
You forget it. Venezuela's oil down there, and you better believe the American government.
Oh yeah, their fingerprints. I'm sure their fingerprints is all over that elder.
It says, a man should have no pity upon his neighbors, but should destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yeah. So it's going to be great tribulation and very little food, little to no food, man. So, you know, it's literally going to be dog eat dog, and that's true. Dogs are going to be eating other dogs. Dogs going to be eating people. People going to be eating dogs.
Almost everybody
That shit
got a dog.
yeah. So and a lot of people, a lot of dogs are about to be eaten, and a lot of people about to be eaten by dogs.
I mean,
It's gonna get crazy out this
It's gonna be the
bitch.
worst time.
You gonna survive a bunch of niggas running the alley to had, and there's gonna be a pack of dogs on your ass.
Birds. Imagine a flock of birds
Damn.
pecking at your ass.
Yeah.
And hey,
Like that.
and people
Yeah,
don't-
because they done got used to eating flesh.
That's it.
So these birds done got used to eating flesh, and all of a sudden you got a whole flock of birds, about 500 to 1,000 birds, pecking your ass to
Even the
death.
squirrels now, because the squirrels who used to eat nuts and fruits and vegetables, I was watching
Yeah, they eat meat now.
Saginaw just while we was waiting, and I saw some squirrels going into the garbage can, getting went into like a KFC box, and was taking the chicken bone, took it up, and it was up to cleaning chicken.
Squirrels are omnivores.
Yeah, right, kind.
They omnivores.
So but that's the point. That when it come down to it, let you be decaying in the street and helpless, you can't move. These animals gonna eat you, man.
I got
Now you need some help, homie.
Never believe you got left shoulder.
Don't forget about the serial killers that never got caught.
It's a serial
We got a
killer.
lot now.
Kind. And all these inmates is gonna get let out.
So we can't.
Oh yeah, they go take them to the O to the T's and B and be like back on the street.
But I just saw that video. That dude killed his family twice. He killed his wife that was pregnant, and then he ended up getting with another chick, a preacher daughter, and then killed his 2 daughters and her fucking child.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Tied her to a chair.
But what woman? But you know what? Do I feel sorry for her? That woman is stupid. Who marries a man that murdered his wife and his children?
Stupid.
And then you're gonna go, man, he's different.
And they rallied to get him out. Her father rallied to get him out of jail.
Now, so her father is one of I can honestly say that and since my English accent isn't great, that nigga's truly
Stupid.
there. You go, extra.
It says
Thank you.
It says to marry thy daughter is a weighty matter.
It's a
But
weighty
jail
matter.
had enough understanding. This nigga wouldn't rather to get a murderer out of jail just for his grandkids to get murdered. Hey, this is Psalms 68.
Dumbass.
And 22. The Lord said, I would bring again from Bashan, I would bring my people again from the depths of the sea. I was again delivered from the four corners.
That's right.
That thy foot may be dipped in the blood of thy enemies,
That's right.
and the tongue of thy dogs and the same. So yeah, hey, it's gonna be a lot of bloodshed out here. And our dogs gonna be, not only are we gonna be straight clearly, but it says our dogs gonna be straight. They're gonna be eating our enemies, man.
Yeah.
Hey, to see, and that's
Yeah, we ain't got to worry about Fido. Now
right.
you ain't got to buy no Alpo.
that's right. Hey,
I'm eating Esau.
that's right.
I got.
And that 2/3 ass nigga over there.
The Lord said, "My in 6 struggles, yea, and 7, the Most High is going to, save us, man, and bring us through." And that's the reward of the hopeful righteous elect. For the majority, some of us going to get, a token with the beheadings, or but for the majority, this unlike every other time where we've been majority destroyed. We're going to.
Well, the standard's going to be lifted up. As a matter of fact, can we get Daniel 12:1, and then get that standard? We'll wrap with that. We'll get to wrap it up.
I got one.
Bring it out, brother.
Okay, this is Proverbs 29 to 18. Where there's no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. So us doing this work and being part of the hopeful elect, we get to miss a lot of this shit. But like you said, these people here perish, no vision, they got no hope, they don't know the names to call on. They've got
They're
no
going to die
faith.
like Massey, calling on Earth Pig.
Right.
They're going to die just like her, calling on Earth Pig.
Yeah. Good job. Good job.
Okay.
The last two.
Isaiah 40 and 29. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increased strength. Even though the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall early fall, but they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength, and they shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. That's spiritual power.
That's spiritual power, man. We're going to be the true X-Men out here. The Hebrew letter Tau. We're gonna get some belts with the X on it, just to throw it in their face.
Hey, the
Right?
X is the thought.
You know.
At the end anyway, the thought.
All right.
Saying? So that's that mark. The end. It represents the end. It's your end.
Yep.
I got the Isaiah 59.
Con.
It's Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. And the enemy shall come in like..."
Actually, hold that one. Get to Daniel 12:1 first.
Daniel 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
So there it is, man. So it's gonna get so bad that Michael's gonna have to stand up for us. Then that standard. Go ahead.
Isaiah 59 and 19. "So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. And the enemy shall come in like a flood. The spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him."
There it is, man. So all people that have wronged you, these women who have wronged brothers in the faith, people who have wronged brothers in the faith, employers, or people that did sour business deals with you, cars, houses, homes, whatever. They're all gonna wish that they had not done that.
That's right.
They're really gonna wish, man, and there's gonna be a lot of and as a particular woman, I want to look her in her face, Lord will, as I'm going up, and I'm
No, you can't come.
right.
Hey, or do the bright burn and bring her up there with you. And just
Nah,
let
I'll let her leave. Nah,
Let us
it's gonna
go
be
through
more.
it.
It's gonna be more right,
Let her watch the pot. Let her burn
know.
the fire.
right.
Just let it drop in.
Lord's will. Let that be the case. But anyway, anybody got anything else?
praise.
All right, so with,
I had Isaiah 34.
go ahead, bring it out, brother.
This Isaiah 34:1. It says, Come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth from it, of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. he had utterly destroyed them, he had delivered them to the slaughter.
Wait, he said his fury is what?
It says his fury is upon all their armies.
I thought
That's
God
a future
loved
prophecy.
everybody. I thought
Wait,
God loved
that's
everybody.
also, there ain't gonna be nobody left to fight. All right, because everybody that's left gonna be working for us.
There you go.
All right, you know that commercial with the little Moabite laugh? Now they work for us.
That's right.
No, that's gonna be us. All right.
Their stink shall also come, their slain also should be cast out. Their stink should come up out of their carcasses.
And that's gonna be Esau and the heathen's first job, and we gonna make sure that Esau's the one doing that mostly. And I want to make sure that it's the wealthiest
Yes.
of the richest wealthy, because they get ready. It's getting ready to be the most intense, richest to rags
Yes.
story ever told. All right, not rags to riches, but riches to rags, and that's because Esau Edom is going to have to cough up or vomit up everything that he has. You have to give back what he's stolen, which is pretty much the earth.
And blisters on every hand. They have blisters on every finger.
Yeah, they blisters gonna have blisters, right?
And the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
And that's talking about ICBM nuclear fire, man. It's gonna happen when those arrows that fly from one end of the earth to another start landing, and then the Lord takes charge of them and sends the bulk of them to Babylon, plus the fire from the chariots. This place is done, man.
And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine.
Yeah, so all those ones that go over to the Valley of Jehoshaphat, none of them coming home, man.
That's right.
Because that place gonna get pretty hot over there too, right? Because after they annihilate the imposters out of the Holy Land, they're going to they're going to try to fight the Lord. All right, and the Lord's going to annihilate them.
And as a fallen fig from the tree, from the fig tree, for my sword should be bathed in heaven. Behold, it should come down upon Idumea.
Idumea, that's for layman terms, white people. All right, the self-proclaimed white people are the biblical Idumeans, the Romans.
You
All
want
right,
to be the Caucasian,
all right,
you got it.
exactly. Go
And
ahead.
upon the people of my curse.
And they're the cursed. They're the cursed people. They can't even go into the sun, and they're cursed because they're the only nation in the Bible that's promised no mercy. And look at their track record of what they've done and how deliciously they've lived off the pain, suffering, rape, robbery, murder, genocide of the Israelites and the rest of the heathen. All right. Hey, so with that, we're going to give all praises, all honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Mekakodash, Kwam Yasharallah, Abba Babal.
You ain't gonna say what that?
Now to return those machines back on sale.